Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young wasting no time, right to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Young going to give to Brooks. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Young to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here is Young. Dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Falcons sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard.
60 back, Cat. 60 back. Here we go. Set. Warrior 70. Take go.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Panthers 6, Falcons 0.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from moving out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Now here's Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 3rd and 9. Young now from the 50. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of this.
That one out wide and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Point after here coming up. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Riley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready? 70 range. 70 range.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run on first down. It's Riley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Ready. Big Lion. Set go.
Up the middle they go. Riley. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Must get the ball back for us.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In motion goes McCaffrey. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. Young. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Third and 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On the set.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
18, Pioneer. Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
60. Go. Take off.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On first down, it's Riley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther. Check smash. Check smash. Go street.
They'll run on first down. Riley. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Come on, set. Hey, smash. Stop below 18. Get up.
They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Baron Browning gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Young to throw.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Young.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Young. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. He's into space past the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he will get out of bounds as that stops the clock on a big gainer up close to midfield.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field.
Here's Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's first down.
79 Broncos. Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, 19 Lions.
One last shot for Young. This ball intercepted. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take